Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I wanted to talk about not overthinking things. And what I mean by this is basically when you have something, an idea of something that you want to do with your life, you should just try to do it the best that you can. Because you cannot make anything perfect. There is no such thing as perfect. I hear that word go around a lot, especially among my friends and family, and it's just I don't like it because there's no such thing as perfect. Even you look at big celebrities and stuff like that have done work, have done movies and stuff, and you can think like, man, that was a fucking shitty ass film that they did. Like, I don't know, like thinking back, I could think of a bunch of like Nicolas Cage movies that were freaking terrible, or like there's a lot of things that, you know, can go wrong, and then there's others that could be good. So as far as like making a hit or something, it's really hard to gauge whether or not you're gonna make a hit. You know, so you have to just try your best with what you have. So when we talk about like overthinking, a thing I see a lot among my friends especially is they tend to have all these like crazy ideas. Like, I'm gonna get the badass camera with the awesome freaking microphone, with the I gotta have the big studio. I have to have like this amazing music studio. It's the only way I'm gonna be able to make this badass song. But you know what's interesting about that is that you can go and you can take it into, let's say you're working on music. I'm gonna go on the music subject because that's the thing I know the most about. We have like a rapper that really wants to get in the studio and do the whole professional thing of being there with the, you know, all the instruments and all these things. And you'll go ahead and you'll make a song, and it'll probably cost you a few $1,000s just to get into the goddamn studio, just to record some shit. Because then you're gonna need the engineer, and you're gonna need to get the beat. So you probably gotta pay the beat maker. There's a lot of people that you're paying, so you're spending thousands of dollars on that one song, and then you're hoping that that one song is gonna make you freaking massively huge, and a lot of times it doesn't. And especially when it comes to like when you're first starting, you're still going to have to learn a lot of things about not only yourself, but how to actually do what you're doing, like your craft, like learning it. And I see a lot of people struggle with this. And the whole thing that I've always had in my mind was you just need to do work as best as you can, start from the bottom, and then just you'll slowly get better because everything goes through experience. You know how the same way, let's say you're trying to look for a job and you see a help wanted sign and they'll want a resume of all the work that you've had. That's basically how you have to treat your actual, your creative. So when you're trying to create some things, you have to build a portfolio of stuff. So it's like, oh yeah, I used to work at Publix, I used to work at Walgreens, and then I worked at Chili's. I'm looking at Chili's over here. And then, you know, like you have that portfolio. So they're like, oh, I think he got some experience. All right, that's good. I think I'll take him on. And that's pretty much how you have to do it with your creative too. Also, at the same time, you'll probably end up meeting people that share like that same common interest, or maybe they'll be interested in what you're doing. There was this rapper that I used to work with that he was so stuck with having people tell him that he's good at his music or whatever it is that he's doing, and he was only looking at the positive side of things. So whenever anybody would come in with the negativity, like I mean, I don't even count it as negativity. I count it more as like a constructive criticism type thing, because I would do it even myself. Because if I don't like something, I'm just gonna say it. I don't hold back just because, oh great, hey, nice, I think it's amazing, because 2 seconds later, like, I'm not gonna even look at it again, and I'm not even gonna care. Like, why would I care about something I didn't like? So I'd rather just be upfront. And a lot of people can't take that kind of criticism. And when they can't take that criticism, it's bad, because it ultimately leads to you not doing anything better. Like, you're not improving, which that's where we go back to experience. The only way to get better is to learn through, you know, actually doing it. Going back to like overthinking things, basically, like for example, when we go back to that rapper, pretty much he just went back to, I need to have the big studio. Okay, got the big studio, we did it. He spent like a couple $1,000s on just trying to get in there. It cost them $300 to make a beat, and then it's like the mixing and mastering. You got to pay him, and like it's just like nonstop of spending money. And he released the song. Nothing happened with the song. So then he felt like a failure. He felt like he just totally like wasted his time. And I tried a million times to explain to him that you just gotta work. You just gotta do it the best that you can and just hope for the best. I mean, if it didn't do well, then move on to the next project. So pretty much the way you really should look at it is every time you do a piece of work, yeah, you're proud of it, that you put it out. But now that you put it out, you got to start working on the next one. You got to get ready for the next thing. So the more that you do that, you actually have a better chance of actually making it to where you want to be. So you look back, like I've been watching a lot of Joe Rogan lately, just like his podcasts and stuff. And I've been watching all the new ones, it's like good quality, and he has like the camera angles of like each person that he's talking to. So it's him, and then it's also the person that he's interviewing. And then you got like, the computer screen whenever they want to show something on there. Like they definitely have like the whole studio thing going on, but that there's people in the back actually working it. They're helping him out. In the beginning, you go back to his very first episode of the first time he ever did that podcast, and the quality is like extremely bad. It looked like he filmed it like inside of a basement or something. Like it was like, oh shit, do I even want to watch this? I feel like somebody's gonna get murdered in the background or something. Like it looked really bad. Just look at it. Just take a look at it. But I thought that's pretty interesting, because I always look back to people that I admire and people that I enjoy watching or listening to, and I like to look at their very first work and then look at where they are now. And you can see that there's a progress, like there's actually experience that was gained through all that time, because it's all about the work. Don't worry about trying to impress people. It's all about doing it for yourself. You have to enjoy what you're doing. Once you enjoy what you're doing, it gets to the point where other people will get interested too. And it's just like, it just works all together really well. When it comes to music, it's so easy to get started. I'm not talking about it's so easy to make it. There's a difference between that. It's easy to get started because there's so many outlets of getting out there, as far as getting on SoundCloud, getting on Spotify. You got Instagram, you got iTunes, you got all these outlets of places that people actually are looking actively for music. And the more that you actually put yourself on these platforms and promote yourself on each one in different ways, and I'm not talking about only doing music, I'm talking about also doing video along with it, like maybe quick little Instagram videos, or taking some pictures, or showing what you're doing next, or talking about things. And all these little things, they all come together, like it's like a puzzle pieces that you're putting together. And the more you do it, the better chance you have at making it, so I definitely encourage you guys to, if you're trying to like do something creative like that, definitely just start putting in the work however you can. Don't worry about the quality of it. Don't worry about whether or not it's gonna be popular or like whatever. Like, you'll slowly understand what's the popular thing to do as you do it, and you'll get better at that stuff. But in the end, you also want to make sure you're having fun doing it. So that's the whole process. I mean, you definitely have to have fun, and you'll know where you need to be as far as like what kind of stuff you need to cover, as far as content. But yeah, don't overthink things. Definitely just get to work. That's all you got to do. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. And I'll see you on the next one. Later.